Hi, I would like to introduce the Lightboard studio at Seattle Central College. My name is Yoon Mo. I'm an instructional designer at the college. First of all, what is a lightboard? Essentially, it is a piece of glass, and on the edge of the glass, we have a LED strip beaming the lights through the glass, and when it hits a marker, illuminates the lights outwardly, and that is captured through the regular video camera over there. So I'm looking through the lens so that you kind of see that I'm talking right to you. So that's basically what it is, and of course we have different colors you can use. So the key point, or the essence of a lightboard is that instead of when you are giving a lecture or giving a presentation, instead of turning back and writing on the whiteboard so that your audience will be just looking at your back, instead I just turn around and your audience can see your face, so that your face and your body turns into animation itself. So it is very interactive. So that's basically what Lightboard is. In fact, I'm going to show you using my cell phone, and I'll record what I see from my side, so that there is my drawing, and you'll see that, the camera over there, and there are light sources on the left side and your right side and above and back. So there, one, and there's another one. Sorry, I don't mean to make you feel dizzy. Anyway, that's what we have in terms of setting. Oh, by the way, on the back side, there is some electrical control over there, and that's a switch, nothing fancy. And we have a jack, oil jack, so that we could adjust the height of the board up and down depending on the needs. Okay, I'm going to stop here. All right, so as you may have seen, there is a little space that I can put my notes down, or I could use a smartphone. I can just read off from my notes. That's perfectly fine. And then if you have a lot to write, you can write beforehand. If you have many things to write, in that case, you can use this glove so that nothing smears off your hand. Okay, so that's basically what Lightboard is. And how do you use it? Obviously, there's a camera, video camera over there. I'm looking right through the lens right here. And also, I have a wireless microphone that is hooked up to the camera, and here's a microphone here. Okay, so that's how the audio is captured. And in terms of what I wear, it is a good idea to have to be minimalistic. For example, anything dangling, it's not very good idea, because it'll distract. If I have a bunch of things like jewelries or pendants and things like that, try to minimize that. And also, try to wear a clothes that's a monocolor and not a whole lot of pockets or anything, like just plain text, plain clothes. So obviously this is not necessarily ideal, because I have two pockets going on, and then I have glass here. So this, what I'm wearing is not necessarily ideal, except that it's a monocolor, so that's good. And also try not to wear something that is black. So for example, if I wear certain blacks, not all the blacks, but certain blacks like this, I may turn into like a floating head. So try to avoid wearing something that is solid black, so you don't have to worry about a chance that you'll have a floating head. I would say, in general, wear something that is darker, like a brown or blue, so that when you stand behind a diagram or image or text, this writing or drawing will still stand out. So as you may have seen in the back, this is all black. So we have black cloth background. So that if you wear something dark, it'll help to make whatever you write or draw stand out. Okay, so let me look up my notes. So that's what you wear. For the day of a recording, I recommend you to bring a bottle of water so that you can drink, you can sip, because it gets tend to dry and then we tend to hyperventilate. So it's a good idea to bring a little bit of water, and also bring some water, a snack. When I record, I use a lot of energy, my brain power. So bring a little bit of snack, a little bit of sugar, and bring your notes. If you want to put down the notes, you can put it down right below over there so that that would not be visible, because we can crop this video maybe up to here along the border. So anything outside of the frame would not be visible. So I can just put this note down here. The audience would not see it. Of course, that depends on how much I crop it. And also, being in the zone where you have ample lighting be on your face and your body. So if I step back, I'll be less lit and less pronounced. And if I take an even step further back, I will not be that visible. So it's important that you stay close to the board where you get the most lights from all directions. And let's see. Oh, how do you erase? So erasing is not that straightforward, meaning that you can erase things, but it's not that easy, or it is easy, but it takes a little bit of time. So if I erase like that, it can be done, but it's not that clean. So it usually requires two-step method. So erase once, and then we use this a certain cleaner. It's not like a Windex or anything like that. It's a certain cleaner. So I just spray a little bit. So this is a second cleaning, and I can wipe it. Then it gets cleaner. Okay. So as you can see, this cleaning process is a little bit not so smooth. So try to avoid erasing anything during the presentation. So if you want to go ahead and write things down here and here, for example. Speaking of writing things, it's very important that you keep a window for yourself, for your body. So try to make it enough space up here and up here, for example. So let's say I decided this is my home base. That means I can write things down over here, and I can write things down over here. But if I choose, it doesn't have to be center. The window for myself, it doesn't have to be center. It could be over here. But the key thing is to try to not to write or draw things in that window. So have enough space. Not very tight, but enough. Okay, that's one important thing. Let's see. I think that's about it. So I will include a short video of how you can start recording all by yourself. In fact, right now, I'm recording all by myself. So you can do that too. And then you can have a brief post-production which is very simple thing, and then you can upload it to wherever you can share with the world. Okay, thank you. The first step to record a Lightboard lecture or presentation is turning on the switch. This is the main switch that will turn the lights and the video camera power supply. That's step number one. And step number two is setting up the microphone. So it could be either right next to the switch, or it could be on the Lightboard itself. So basically press this button here a few seconds, and you will see that green light blinking, and that means that's ready to go. And so now the Lightboard itself is lit. You can kind of see the light beam coming out. See the LED light there. Okay. And then step three will be turning on the receiver of the microphone. You just push down again a few seconds, and then you will see the green light turning on. So that's attached right on the tripod of the video camera right there. And now you come here and you push that button right there. That's on and off button. I want to just push it gently once, and it is on now. And step number 4, that's step number 4, and step number 4.5 is checking if this audio gauge is moving. So that means there's a audio input coming in. So that's important, because otherwise you will not have the voice. Then next step will be, okay, now you're ready to go. So you'll start the record button here, and just go ahead and push. And now it's recording, and you can see the number. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a number moving. So it's 12 seconds, 13 seconds, and 14 seconds, 15, 16, 17, and so on. And then you just move over to the other side of the board. Give it a few seconds, and then you start recording. So once you're done, again, you just go back. And then push the button, record button. And now it's stopped. And stopped at, there's no time lapse indicator going, so it's paused or it's stopped. Okay, so that's the key process or sequence of the recording. Little details is that you can come here if you find your this Lightboard a little bit too high or too low. You can come and use this jack. So here you can just put the jack, and then you can turn left gently, and then you'll see that you can lower it, and then you can close the jack by turning right. It's like a water faucet. You turn left to open, turn right to close. If you want to bring it up, so you can jack it up, and then it'll go up. how to erase what you have written. It's two-step process. First, you just kind of scrape it off by gently kind of rubbing. But there will be some residue. See the kind of line going that way? So that could be cleaned up by using this little bit of spray. And then use the clean side of the rag and then just gently wipe it a couple of times. And then it becomes clean again. Okay, that's it.